We all love a wild fantasy novel, right? The crazy plot twists, the characters breaking every single rule. But what if I told you the real world is out here completely outperforming fiction? Right now, there are women walking among us who were handed the absolute most unpredictable cards by fate, yet they are out here shattering every single boundary we thought existed. I'm talking about living, breathing proof that the human spirit is an absolute, unstoppable force. You're locked into epic human stories, and today we are pulling back the curtain on 20 unbelievable rare people who will make you question everything you thought was possible. Trust me, you are not ready for this. Drop a subscribe, brace yourselves, and let's jump in. Number 15. Haven Shepard. When a devastating bomb blast tore through her surroundings in Vietnam, Haven Shepard was only 14 months old. The explosion claimed the lives of both her biological parents, the outcome of a tragic adult crisis. The blast also cost the infant both of her legs below the knees, but the young Vietnamese girl miraculously survived. After spending time recovering inside an orphanage, Haven embarked on an ocean-crossing journey. She left behind the painful chapter of her earliest days, setting out to discover an entirely new definition and purpose for her life. A deeply compassionate family in the United States welcomed Haven into their home, setting the stage for an extraordinary new chapter. Refusing to let a wheelchair or prosthetic legs dictate her boundaries, she met life with steady composure and an unwavering positive spirit. Supported by the dedication and love of her adoptive parents, Haven took up competitive athletic training at a very young age. She tackled every physical obstacle directly, determined to prove that human willpower could overcome the heaviest hands of fate. Years of steady dedication eventually turned Haven into a standout Paralympic swimmer, a working model, and a globally recognized vlogger. These notable milestones do far more than entertain. They carry genuine educational value about persistence and navigating tough challenges. Today, she actively uses her platform to share uplifting stories, broadening public awareness around disabilities, while giving the younger generation the confidence to walk firmly on their chosen paths. Haven Shepard's remarkable path from an early tragedy stands as clear proof that a person's true measure comes from the scale of their dreams. Her enduring resilience offers meaningful encouragement to millions of people confronting their own daily trials. By sharing this moving human story, we help foster a more compassionate and understanding society, a place where every difference is respected and every individual has the opportunity to thrive in their own distinct way. Number 14. Becky Dann. For much of her youth, London native Becky Dann went out of her way to avoid her own reflection. Born with severe scoliosis, her body collapsed when she was 10 years old, leading her to use a wheelchair. To shield herself from malicious taunts, the young girl routinely hid behind long hair and baggy clothes. She endured constant bullying, feeling intensely insecure about her 1.4-meter height. Now 27 years old, Becky understands that the deepest pain was never her curved spine, but how her own heart once rejected her existence. Deciding to step past her deep insecurity marked a major turning point, shaping the once vulnerable young woman into an exceptionally talented and resilient photographic artist. Instead of hiding from view, Becky pointed her camera directly at her own body to create bold, artistic self-portraits. By framing the authentic curvature of her spine in completely honest detail, she transformed her physical condition into a unique visual language, proving that genuine human resolve can rise from the deepest pain. Becky's creative path offers deep educational value and engaging storytelling, presenting modern society with a fresh perspective on beauty standards. Her award-winning photographs not only celebrate differences, but also serve as a compelling monologue, inspiring vitality in millions. By leveraging social media and public exhibitions, she actively raises disability awareness, helping people facing self-doubt break down barriers of prejudice to reclaim their self-worth. Becky's resilience serves as a powerful statement that a person's true stature is measured by the scale of their dreams and the courage to navigate adversity. This human-centered story instills faith across the community, fostering genuine compassion and mutual understanding. Together, sharing the positive energy from Becky's journey helps build a kinder world, one where every individual is valued, free to create, and ready to shine in their own unique way without being bound by any limitations. Number 13. Workitu Debebet. Workitu Debebet spent the first 17 years of her life with a parasitic conjoined twin attached to her pelvis, which included 2 extra arms and 2 extra legs. Because of difficult family circumstances and no access to professional medical care, her family raised her to believe she was completely normal, even while confronting harsh prejudice from the surrounding community. A major turning point came when medical specialists at Cure Hospital in Addis Ababa performed a pioneering 8-hour surgery to remove the extra body parts. Following 3 months of full recovery, Workitu can now experience everyday milestones. For the first time, she is able to attend school, make friends, and freely work towards simple dreams like building a career, marrying, and having children. Alongside her family, her courageous journey and determination have become a genuine source of inspiration, opening the path toward a bright future. Number 12. Breanna Mendoza. Breanna Mendoza has built an inspiring life while navigating the realities of golden hair syndrome, a rare congenital condition she has lived with since birth. The diagnosis primarily impacts craniofacial growth, leading to structural differences along one side of her face. For Breanna, this affected her jaw, ear, and eye, creating ongoing complications with basic breathing, hearing, and sight. Growing up, her medical routine was demanding. She underwent over 20 major surgeries across her childhood just to protect her vital health and maintain essential bodily functions. Yet the physical toll of her treatments was only part of the struggle. Once Breanna entered school, the emotional hurdles became even harder to bear. Living with visible differences, she faced hurtful remarks and social isolation from others. By the 8th grade, the pressure grew overwhelming, leaving her fearful, struggling emotionally, and stepping away from school for a period of time. Her circumstances began to change when a local television station broadcast her story, which quickly gained wide attention online. Thousands of messages filled with kindness, encouragement, and genuine support poured in from people around the world. That global response became a steady source of comfort and strength for Breanna, helping heal the emotional wounds she had carried for so long. A key milestone came when the Children's Craniofacial Association, known as the CCA, stepped forward to cover the full costs for Breanna to attend its annual camp. There, for the very first time, she met other young people living through similar medical experiences, showing her that she was never truly alone on her path. Breanna Mendoza then channeled those personal challenges into a mission to encourage others. She became a published children's book author with Amber's Adventures with Goldenhair, a story designed to teach young readers about empathy, everyday kindness, and the value of respecting physical differences. Her path reflects the enduring power of courage, demonstrating how compassion and community acceptance can lift someone through hardship, help them discover their own strength, and share lasting positivity with the wider world. Number 11. Kashmiere Culberson. At 21 years old, Kashmiere Culberson positioned herself before a large mirror, pressed record, and smiled warmly to welcome thousands of followers across social media. She was born with phocomelia syndrome, a congenital condition that prevented her arms from developing normally, turning ordinary daily tasks into constant hurdles. Throughout her life, navigating public spaces meant dealing with endless, judgmental stares. Yet, instead of retreating into isolation or feeling defeated, Kashmir made a pivotal choice that redefined her future. She refused to look down or hide her body, turning her quiet personal space into an empowering platform where she could step forward with complete confidence and pride. Living with phocomelia syndrome may have altered Kashmere Culberson's physical body, but she refused to let the condition define her future or cap her true potential. Catching her own reflection in that mirror was never just a routine glance. It represented the exact moment the 21-year-old decided to put aside self-doubt and embrace who she was. Instead of hiding her physical differences, she chose to carry herself with genuine pride. She gradually mastered everyday life through remarkable adaptability, using her feet to handle daily routines and quietly breaking through the rigid social prejudices often faced by people living with disabilities. The contrast between Kashmir's physical condition and her vibrant daily energy provides a powerful, grounded perspective on true human worth. At 21 years old, her journey has resonated deeply with countless people navigating their own private struggles, encouraging self-acceptance and quiet resilience. She demonstrates that difficult circumstances only defeat us when we allow ourselves to surrender to despair. When people stop blaming circumstance and choose to embrace who they are with genuine patience and compassion, they discover the inner strength needed to move forward, taking control of their future and creating a proud, fulfilling life entirely on their own terms. Number 10. Ellie Darby-Prangnell. At 18 years old, Ellie Darby-Prangnell is carving out her own space in the fashion world through an inclusive brand built for everyone. Living with spinal muscular atrophy, the young wheelchair user navigates everyday mobility challenges while consistently sharing her life as a vlogger and dedicating herself to community outreach. Her clothing line blends educational, highly entertaining designs with fresh creative thinking. By pairing that vision with steady personal determination, Ellie proves that living with a physical disability never stands in the way of a person's ambition to inspire others and succeed. Number 9. Nova. When Nova was just 12 years old, facial hair first began to appear. Living in Virginia Beach, cruel taunts from friends left the young woman feeling deeply insecure and ashamed, to the point that she would not let anyone touch her face. For 14 long years, concealing the growth remained a constant, daily burden. An explanation finally arrived when she turned 16, as doctors diagnosed her with polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS, a hormonal imbalance that caused uncontrollable facial hair growth. Nova stepping into the open offers a powerful lesson in self-respect, showing that neither social prejudice nor a difficult condition can silence the desire to live freely when you embrace who you are. Do you believe that a kinder community can grow from understanding the challenges Nova faced? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you stories of hope together. Number 8. Natalia Zlobina. In the city of Izhevsk, Russia, Natalia Zlobina spent more than 30 years living with rhinophyma, a condition also known as a sebaceous gland tumor of the nose. Over time, it progressively altered the appearance of her nose and face, taking a real toll on her self-esteem and daily life. Stepping outside meant dealing with curious stares from people around her. The visible shift led Natalia to retreat, scaling back her social interactions to avoid feeling uncomfortable in public. Still, she remained resilient, quietly enduring the years while holding on to hope that her life would one day change. A major turning point arrived when Natalia appeared on the Russian medical television show, I'm Ashamed of My Body. There, doctors intervened to provide her with surgery, completely free of charge. Plastic surgeons, including Alexander Bondarenko, guided her through a complex reconstructive operation to remove the overgrown tissue and improve her appearance. Her journey went beyond medical treatment alone, representing an act of faith and the chance to begin anew. Following the surgery, Natalia's appearance changed dramatically, bringing her far greater confidence in both her social interactions and her daily life. Number 7. Kanisha Anthony. When Kanisha was only 4 years old, a devastating fire took the lives of her loved ones and left extensive scarring across 60% of her body. Growing up in the years that followed meant enduring persistent discrimination and cruel taunts, with peers calling her the lizard skin girl. For a long time, she struggled with deep emotional pain and insecurity. Every glance into the mirror became a painful confrontation under the scrutinizing eyes of the outside world. Yet Kanisha refused to stay trapped by the tragedy. Instead of hiding behind a mask of concealment, she made the conscious choice to step forward, facing reality as her most authentic and resilient self. The real turning point came when Kanisha became a mother. Looking at herself through the eyes of her children, she no longer saw a fire survivor defined by past pain, but a devoted mother capable of unconditional love. Choosing to look beyond the physical scars, she stepped confidently out into the world, reshaping how beauty and courage are understood. Kanisha's journey offers clear evidence that having the strength to keep living and loving can turn painful hardships into symbols of endurance, proving that human worth is never defined by the skin, but by the quiet resilience of the human spirit. Number 6. Shardai Cousino. The phrase butterfly children might sound delicate, but for 24-year-old Shardai Cousino, the reality is a heavy daily burden. She lives with epidermolysis bullosa, known as EB, a medical condition that makes her skin exceptionally vulnerable. Even a light accidental touch or a sudden gust of wind can tear the tissue, triggering blisters comparable to second-degree burns. While many people her age freely experience life and explore the world, Shardai faces continuous physical trauma across her body, dealing with severe pain that rarely offers any relief. Living with this congenital condition brings unrelenting physical difficulties, but Shardai refuses to let the daily struggle extinguish her passion for life. Rather than giving in to continuous pain, she meets reality with remarkable resilience and an optimistic mindset. Shardai has steadily learned to adapt to her unique body, turning complex daily medical routines into a practice of patience and perseverance, proving that human resolve can remain far stronger than any biological limitation. Shardai's journey provides both an educational and genuinely uplifting perspective, offering an authentic look into what living with EB is really like for people across the globe. By openly speaking about her personal experiences, she works to raise public awareness and dismantle the barriers of appearance-based prejudice. Her message brings meaningful comfort to others navigating similar medical challenges, while serving as a powerful reminder to value everyday life and embrace self-love more completely. Shardai's enduring strength shows that true human value is never defined by physical perfection, but comes from genuine inner courage. Her story continues to inspire and motivate millions facing difficult personal struggles to keep moving forward and seek happiness. By carrying this message forward, we can help create a more empathetic, inclusive world, one where every unique difference is genuinely recognized, valued, and deeply respected. Number 5. Esther Calixte-Bea. Looking at Esther's bright confidence today, it is hard to see the painful battle she once fought with her own body. Growing up in Montreal, she inherited naturally thick hair from her family, a feature that quickly turned into a deep source of shame. Daily life became an endless cycle of hair removal to satisfy societal expectations. The pressure to maintain hairless, smooth skin created a heavy psychological burden, leaving her days consumed by intense self-doubt and an aching desire to escape reality. Eventually, Esther arrived at a major crossroad in her life. She could keep carrying the fear that had followed her for years, or finally choose to live openly in her truest form. Refusing to hide any longer just to satisfy rigid social expectations, she took a decisive step toward complete personal freedom. She resolved to stop all physical interventions, letting her body grow naturally and stepping boldly into plain view. This turning point was far more than individual liberation. It sparked a proud, intellectual awakening for a genuine artist. Esther channeled this direction into her craft, turning her natural physical features into a powerful artistic medium through a photography project titled Lavender. Refusing to rely on filters or retouching, she used her camera lens to capture raw, authentic moments of human life. The Lavender series arrived as a refreshing force in the art world, presenting a deeply humanistic perspective. By reframing what was once judged as imperfect, she created a vibrant statement proving that true beauty belongs to its most natural form. Each image in the Lavender series serves as a direct bridge, sparking vital conversations about artificial beauty standards imposed by modern society. The Montreal artist does not simply create striking visual work. She uses her unique perspective to actively confront and dismantle deep-seated misconceptions. The project grew into an open educational space, where people learn genuine self-worth instead of chasing unrealistic ideals. By openly embracing and displaying natural authenticity, she has motivated thousands of individuals to accept their bodies and celebrate who they are. True strength is never measured by how neatly someone fits into a conventional mold, but by how steadfastly they honor their unique identity. Esther's personal journey offers a lasting lesson in self-respect and genuine compassion. She proves the undeniable truth that social prejudices only hold power when we choose to give in. Stepping out of hiding and learning to love your body without shame restores the power to build a rich, authentic life, one shaped by pride and lived entirely on your own terms. Number 4. Cara Cruz. In New Brighton, Pennsylvania, 36-year-old Cara Cruz has lived with lipedema and lymphedema since her teenage years. For a long time, both conditions took a heavy toll on her confidence and body image, making it difficult for her to accept herself. That reality began to shift when she accepted a dare from her boyfriend to start an Instagram account. What began as a small step helped Cara gradually confront her fears and join the body-positive community, finding a supportive network where people encourage one another to celebrate their bodies, regardless of shape or size. Supported by a community of 25,000 Instagram followers and regular meetups with the Yins Bopo group, Cara built genuine confidence and pride in her body. Today, she openly celebrates her natural curves, sharing a grounded message of self-respect and self-love. Her path demonstrates how persistence and courage can help anyone overcome personal insecurities, reclaim confidence, and inspire others to begin their own journey towards self-acceptance. Number 3. Bella Roberts. British content creator Bella Roberts is carving out her own space in television, pushing past industry stereotypes at every turn. From birth, Bella has lived with Hennekam syndrome, a rare genetic condition that led to short stature and primary lymphedema. The disorder disrupts how her lymphatic system functions, causing fluid to pool and resulting in ongoing swelling throughout her face, hands, and feet. Long hours on her feet are physically difficult, so she navigates daily life with a mobility scooter. Still, her ambition to work as a professional filmmaker has remained constant. Breaking into the fast-paced media world proved difficult early on, presenting Bella with significant hurdles. She ran into continuous rejections, frequently feeling overlooked by industry gatekeepers because of her physical differences. Instead of letting those setbacks define her trajectory, she chose to create her own visibility. Bella published a personal video online, putting her filmmaking skills and deep creative drive directly on display for everyone to see. Her ultimate goal was clear. She aimed to build a directing career and become the first disabled woman to win a prestigious BAFTA Directing Award. That single video quickly found traction, generating widespread attention along with hundreds of professional opportunities, ultimately opening the door to the BBC's talent development program. Bella's momentum continued to build as she developed an online community of more than 1 million followers. Beyond sharing honest, first-hand perspectives from behind the scenes of the entertainment industry, Bella Roberts has become a dedicated advocate for diversity and inclusion. Her work encourages millions of young people to pursue their dreams with confidence, regardless of the barriers in front of them. She has proven that while someone's body may look different, their intelligence, passion, and creativity can still reach remarkable heights. Ultimately, Bella's journey reminds us that with determination and self-belief, every individual deserves the opportunity to shine and leave a distinct mark on the world of art. Number 2. Shelby Kiniry. By the age of 20, Shelby Kiniry had spent 13 long years battling severe abdominal distress that left her completely exhausted physically. Yet time after time, physicians misunderstood her illness, repeatedly diagnosing her with an eating disorder and directing her into psychological support therapies. It was not until her body weight dropped to a dangerously alarming level that doctors finally uncovered what was happening. Shelby was living with superior mesenteric artery syndrome, an extremely rare digestive disorder where two separate arteries squeeze the small intestine, causing a severe physical blockage. Uncovering the accurate diagnosis marked a fresh new chapter for the young woman, finally lifting the heavy burden of years spent facing painful misunderstandings and false assumptions. Today, while Shelby Kiniry is still gradually regaining her physical strength and currently relies on a feeding tube to receive daily liquid nutrition, she maintains a remarkably positive and hopeful perspective. By persevering through adversity and rebuilding her daily routine, Shelby has transformed her experience into a genuine source of encouragement for other people facing rare medical conditions. If you found yourself in Shelby's shoes, would you choose to give up or keep pushing forward? Leave your answer in the comments below and share her story to help spread that resilience and inspire even more people. Number 1. Alexandra Siang. Living in Davao City, Philippines, teenager Alexandra Siang has become a deeply inspiring voice across social media thanks to her exceptional resilience. Her medical journey began at just 5 months old, when she was diagnosed with Stage 2 Langerhans cell histiocytosis, LCH, a rare condition involving the abnormal growth of immune cells. By 7 months of age, the young infant had already undergone intensive, life-saving medical treatments in a critical fight for her survival. She survived the illness, yet the intensive treatments during infancy impacted her physical development. As she grew into her teenage years, Alexandra retained a childlike face, a soft voice, and a stature far smaller than others her age. That contrast brought persistent stares, skepticism about her true age, and unkind remarks, eventually pushing her to a point where she once considered quitting school altogether. Backed by the steady love and protection of her parents, Alexandra Siang learned to tune out negative voices and embrace what makes her unique. Pushing beyond her comfort zone, she decided to become a content creator, bringing positive energy to hundreds of thousands of followers. Today, with her trademark radiant smile, Alexandra Siang shares a clear message. Nobody is perfect, and personal worth is never defined by rigid beauty standards. Instead, it comes from genuine courage, confidence, and unconditional self-love. I'm not gonna lie, Life has a weird way of breaking every single one of us at some point. We all have those days where the mirror feels like an absolute enemy, and the world just feels way too heavy to carry. But honestly, watching these women navigate the unimaginable, it shifts something incredibly deep inside you. They didn't just survive the absolute chaos the universe threw at them. They literally grabbed their deepest, most painful scars and forged them into a masterpiece. It makes you realize that our flaws, the very things we try so desperately to hide, are actually our wildest superpowers. This isn't just about staying strong. It's about looking at your shattered pieces and having the absolute, beautiful audacity to love yourself anyway. If they can find that blinding light in the darkest of places, what's stopping us from stepping into our own? Seriously, I really want to hear your thoughts on this. Drop a comment below. Which of these journeys completely blew your mind? If this video shifted your perspective even a little bit, hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep growing this wild community. Also, if you missed out, go binge our older videos. There are some absolute mind-bending stories waiting for you. We've got even crazier, untold realities dropping very soon. Take a deep breath, go out there, and unapologetically own whatever reality you're living today. Have an absolutely epic day. I'll catch you in the next one.